Hello and welcome back to Minecraft with me, DX Phoenix. I do hope everyone is ready for what we've got coming up in this episode. So we're going to get right into it because I'm on top of our mob tower. As you can see, I've added another layer on top of that since, well, for those of you that just watched the series, I've added 3 layers on top of this. But for those of you that watch the series and the streams, I have built another one on top. I've put can't even speak now. I'm already still in the introduction. You can shut up about it now. Where's that witch? You can hear a witch. Where's the witch? Maybe I can see from down here. You do. Run out. Right, there's definitely something. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Let's get out. Ow. How lethal is this poison? Oh. That was nasty. But anyway. How do we take care of nasty creatures like that? At the flick of a switch. Alright, so what I've actually done, if I just quickly grab some conduits. You see I've soldered all of this up. I've added in some redstone conduits. I've set this lever to brown, which will turn this mob crusher off. And this one is on the green signal, which will affect the lights. As you can see, the lights are on. If I switch them off, we can hear things spawning in there. Ow. So yes, I can always flick these switches to turn the actual mob grinder off. I'm contemplating whether to do it with the rest of them. As you can see, these are also all got conduits in, apart from this one little hole, which I struggled to get out of earlier, as you saw. And this continues all the way up, except for 2 layers which have not facaded yet, but I do have the facades somewhere, right there, to plug in. I do also have some liquid conduits. The fluid conduits, these are actually pressurized, running in here, and I've actually also changed, if I can just show you, I've changed these to pressurized as well. Of course, that's killed some stuff. There we go. It's purely because the pressurized actually send it and don't hold it. So they don't have an internal buffer, they just send it straight in. So I feel like that was the better option to go with for now, because I'm going to need stuff. Let's plug that in. Let's have that run. And we're just going to briefly take a nap. Also, I want some carrots. And I'll be back in just a moment, guys, once I've slept and allowed my health to regen. So, back in just a moment. Right, so then, guys, we're back, and we're actually going to hop into our chemical bag. We're going to grab our crushers and duplicators. And our duplicator will go in here. Pop on up to this one. So it can go in there. And we shall fly up to this one and pop it in here. Right then. So duplicators require 2 things in order to spawn whatever we put in here. It requires energy and also fluid essence. Hence why we have that massive tank there, which we have set our mob grinder going to hold, to basically generate more fluid essence. And look at that, 6 buckets already, nearly 7. What I haven't done yet is I haven't plugged it in. So Let's do that. Plug this in. We'll have you set to extract only and always extract. There is no fluid left in the tank. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up. I will just come into this one. There's none in there. Ooh, why is there none in that one? Oh, let's have a look. So it is making its way into this one. For some reason, it's not wanting to hold it. Right. Let's pull you out. Because there's probably an easy way to fix that. Like that. Like that. And if I can just grab my wrench. Moment. There. So that's made its way down to here. Now we will try this. There we go. That is now filling with mob essence. So it needs to go in at the bottom, which isn't that big of a deal. So while I just quickly get that changed, we're back in just a moment. Okay then everyone, so we're back. I've moved all these now so they're above, so everything feeds underneath. Just going to cover up these facades, cover up these with facades. Did I miscount by 2? I must have. Right. So, but for the meantime, we can show you with just the one. If I come down here, I will not be in here for long. So I will need to put the glass in there. Fact. We're going to have to put it in now, I believe. So let's do that. That was a chicken everyone just heard. Right then. So then, that's now in. We will make this one the Enderman spawn. I can see you there, buddy. Okay, so that's the Enderman. That is our now our mob crusher in there. So that's gonna continuously spawn Enderman in there. Now then, if we put our range upgrade in there, there goes our Enderman. Just like that. Now the next thing is, this will also get mob essence, which we'll receive into here. So what I could do is also make a link to send it into our tank. However, considering how it will just keep using it up anyway, if I just briefly look in here, if I can get close enough. Okay, so I believe it requires something like a whole bucket. Yeah, because that's now empty. There we go, there goes another one. There's an ender pearl. Now the next job is to have this transfer out, which is just going to be some item conduit moving about, which I can do off camera. None of you guys want to see that. But that's it, that's our Enderman one, all set up, ready to go. Where's my bloodstained stone? Set up. next ones to go. Let's get these done. Let's glass up. In here. Let's give me a way out. Okay. Let's do our blazers. First thing I want is my crusher. Fire is never terrifying to hear so close. And there we go. There goes our blazers. Our blazers are generating our blaze powder. Now what I could, if I could actually see. Is I could actually have you extract all that essence. Now, I'm not sure about the rest of you, but that is getting quite loud for me. So what I'm going to do is, we're just going to have another jump cut. So I'm going to get the wither one set up, and then we'll see what it looks like after that. So back in just a moment, guys. Right, okay everyone, we're back. So, as you can see, we have an enderman that every so often tries to escape. However, this is an instant death. And you stop pinging arrows at me. We have our blazers now dying dramatically. Then up here we have our wither skeletons also dying dramatically. But if we just come around here, I just have to stand on that platform to avoid them. We have this little problem. Generates coal, which is nice. Take that out. It also generates more drops of ether, which would be useful for a speed upgrade. So that is another thing. Speed upgrades, if we need to get more cursed lassos. And on a rare occasion wither skulls. Ooh, you're also building up essence rather quick. There we go. Everyone like to know a way of reducing that quickly. You go away. So I'm going to turn off our first spawner. Ooh, something in there. Let's kill it. Nice try. Right, so there should be nothing in our spawner now. First spawner, nope. Go way down there. Right. Going to sleep, and we're back in just a minute. Okay, so we're back. They're dying nicely, both inside and outside my spawner. So now, trying to gather up things like this. These will literally go into something. I will find a place all of these to disappear into. So, I'll just try and break him. find it. That just makes it look silly. What I will also probably do, guys, is because what I'm actually doing is allowing the mob essence to drain, so that I can then eventually plug all these in, or I'll eventually have to go in off camera and find a way of switching all of these off. Still going at the moment. Or have I made an infinite loop? Which is highly possible. This is I'm gonna leave this running in the background for a little bit, guys, and actually I don't even think this is. It isn't. It's not. And neither is all of this. So let's claim all these areas. All this area. I'm gonna claim around here. Right, so then, I apologise guys, I accidentally stopped recording and went through a fair bit, but I will recap over it just for you guys. And that was, I finished claiming all these areas. I actually chunk loaded quite a bit as well. So I've got all this chunk loaded here, but what we can do is actually begin to unclaim this area because I've cannibalized this mob spawner. Now I've had to unclaim it to unchunk load it, so this will no longer run when I'm not in the area for now. So this will eventually just get ripped down, and I will probably find a use for this area. This is actually, because what I need to do is also terraform this whole hill. It's just going to get ripped down, so that will be gone. But for now, just going to look around. So yeah, we've got our, and the reason I've cannibalized it, because I've took out the redstone lamps, the redstone conduits, and I've actually put 4 of the lamps in here, which is what is functioning down here. So it does this area, and it just functions a lot faster courtesy of the cursed earth. Then we have our Enderman spawner, which has finally stopped. I didn't create an infinite loop. Our Blaze spawner, and our Wither skeleton, which I do believe we have 3 skulls in there now. So we could spawn a Wither right now, but we're not going to do that because that would be crazy. What I will do is, for now, the use for these swords are going to be to feed EMC. There we go. So once we've done all of that, that's done. So I've got some more swords. Got some necrotic bones, which are part of Tinker's construct. We're getting an infinite supply of coal as well. Loads of drops of evil, which is also nice. Now then, what else could we do? It is an interesting one. So, what should our next steps be? Well, I've got to finish shifting this over to there. But as you can see, I can just show you. Our animals are shifted. Animals are shifted over. I've got to improve their pens a little bit. I've got to make it so they've got outside space, which I will probably do on stream. We have our storage, our sorting system in place. I've been sorting it out, so we've been getting more stuff in here. In fact, I'll get rid of you. Speaking of more things in here, let's just ensure we clear out our inventory. Like so. We're clearing out things that we haven't been needing. So when we need to use more bones, when I need to use up all these, I will have easy access to it. I could quite easily stick on another layers on the top of these Yabba Barrels. And actually what we're eventually going to need is a way of infinite emeralds. Now, I want to hear your suggestions in the comments to infinite emerald process. What ideas would you like to see me do? Because I have a village which is over that way. I can grab a villager, and there is a way of doing it, and it is very, very awful. All I'm going to say for that idea, if you want the awful idea, let me know in the comments. Just say you want the horrible idea for the emeralds, and I will show it. And all I've got to say is, if you're unsure of what it is, Ridge Dog. That's all I'm going to say, Ridge Dog. Guys, go look it up. Look up his emerald production. I will build it. We'll use it. Or we can find alternate ways to get emeralds. Because we have a quicker, cheaper, easier way of infinite anything, guys. Just let me know if you want me to use it. At the moment, I'm using the energy condenser to help do buildings like these. At the moment, it's been used to get the building materials rapidly. Okay, so when it comes to like the sandstone, the bloodstone brick, the nether bricks, that's what I've been using it to do, just to replicate that. But it's also using other stuff, like I'm having to put like 20 stacks of cobble in there to help do it, or 4 stacks of wood. So it's stuff which I am creating anyway. So let me know in the comments, guys. And that is going to be it for us today. So hope you've enjoyed. Hope you like the part 2 of the spawner, where we've created this. And is there someone in there? Right before we go, that does look like a skeleton in there. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed. I've enjoyed doing this to show you guys. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Please hit like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Also, comment down below anything you want to see come up in the future, and the ways you want me to produce infinite emeralds. And if you've got suggestions, also let me know in the comments below. I am eager to hear you guys out and try and do what you guys want. So take care and see you guys next time.